In this demo, you will learn how to create and manage a Cassandra cluster in OpenStack Trove using Tesora Database as a Service platform. Begin by giving it a name. In this example, Cassandra Cluster 1. Then choose the data store, Cassandra-2.1-59. Next, click on Flavor and choose Trove Large. This is because Cassandra needs more resources. Choose a 5 GB volume size. You can start with 2 instances. Finally, launch the instance. There are 2 instances with IP addresses ending in 200.2 and 200.3. Now you can connect to it using a client, create a user, and create a database. Run the command trove list -- include -clustered. This command will list the contents of the cluster along with its ID. You will use the ID value in the following steps as you create the user and database. Start by creating a database. Then create a user. And associate this user to the database. Now you should also verify that the user and database exist in both instances. Just connect to it using the Cassandra client. Let's also use the port number. You can confirm that the new database is there. Now connect to the database. You can also grow the cluster. Click on Grow Cluster. Here is where you add an instance to it. Keep the same settings as before. This means choosing Trove Large and keeping the same 5 GB volume size. Call it CassGrow and then click Add. The cluster is growing. Now you can see that the cluster size went from 2 to 3. Also, you can confirm this by clicking on the cluster name and see that there are 3 instances. Finally, you can learn how to remove elements from this cluster. Go to Actions and click Shrink Cluster. It shows all the items. Just remove the one in the middle. Now the cluster is shrinking. Now you can see that the cluster went from 3 instances back to 2, and that one of the instances from the original cluster creation is gone. So this is how you use Tesora Database as a Service platform to create, grow, and shrink a Cassandra cluster.